Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another First Listen Review. And this is the place you go to if you want to listen to somebody babble about music that they love. And today we are going to be babbling about Sebastian Bach. He just came out with his newest album, I think it's been about 10 years or so, called Child Within the Man. And wasn't even paying attention. I just saw this was coming out like the middle of the week. I'm like, oh crap, that's cool. I didn't realize he had one coming out. So out of all the albums coming out this week, this is the first one I actually got, and it's the first one I've listened through. Although I'm about a day late here with the review, that's okay. I just had a lot of stuff going on, but we finally got around to sitting down and talking about it here. Sebastian Bach is one of those guys that came around back when I was like forming one of my earlier bands, and he was like the guy we were trying to like find somebody that could sing like him and perform like him, because he was like the man like back in the day. And we found somebody we thought, actually I'm still working with that singer to this day, and I'm very fortunate to have found the people that I've worked with, but it does not sound anything like Sebastian Bach. So anyway, never got to see him live, unfortunately, like with Skid Row. However, when he was performing Jesus Christ Superstar, I did get to see him perform with that, and I remember being really skeptical about how this was going to sound, because I had gotten all the VHS tapes back in the day of Skid Row, and I'd seen the live performances, and got to be 100% honest, he was a little pitchy, in those performances. A lot of energy, but so I was like, all right, well, how's he going to pull this off? What's he going to sound like? And let me tell you what, he was like pitch perfect. It was phenomenal. And the things he did with his voice during that performance blew my mind, more so than even with Skid Row. I actually got to meet Rob Affuso back in, mid-90s there, at some conference I went to like up in Rochester, New York. So that was kind of cool too. So fortunately, I never got to see Skid Row. They actually just played in my hometown here like a year or so ago, and I was sick as a dog and couldn't go to that one. And I actually did a review on that album too. And as you know, they just Skid Row just lost their singer, and so all the rumors are coming up about Sebastian. And I initially thought, there's no way he's going to be able to sing that stuff anymore anyway, because I've seen some of the videos and whatnot out there of him, and he just didn't sound like he was up to what he used to be. I mean, that's what happens. But this album changed my mind and all that. So, getting ready, letting the cat out of the bag right from the start here. This album kicks butt. Really good. The funny part is, like, the lead single, Everybody Bleeds, actually I think is the weakest song on the whole album. It's kind of started out weak, and when I first heard that, he's doing this, it wasn't even like singing, it was just kind of like just talking. He's doing like the sing talking type thing. I'm like, oh man. And the really muddy mix on that first song, and I was like, yeah. So luckily he kicked in with the powerful vocals a little bit into the song. However, that song is, like I just said, it's the weakest one. Now when song number 2, Freedom, kicked in, that one actually has John 5 on it as well. And then we kicked in the full throttle metal mode, and from this point on it pretty much just kicks butt. There's a little bit of a slower intro and to Hold On to the Dream, but right up through track 11, everything on here is just like full throttle metal. It's cool stuff. Once again, the mix though overall, unfortunately, has a little bit of and it's not bad, but there's a little bit of muddiness to it. It's like, and that always like boggles my mind. The bass is super thick, and it kind of like, and I love bass, I play bass, so it's it's kind of like muddles it up a little bit, just a little. But I hear that a lot on these albums, and I can't understand like how these guys with like no budget at all, like independent releases, sound so much better than these guys with record labels and producers. It's like sometimes I think there's too many people get involved, and I don't know if that's what happens. I don't know, I'm speculating, but who knows. Anyway, it still wasn't quite enough to like distract from the music, so luckily it was just that's that little tiny nitpickiness on it. But Hold On to the Dream, that one's got he's singing his butt off on that one. That one's one of my favorite songs on the album anyway. But when he gets to the song Hard Darkness, holy moly, that's like, he's known for singing really high, but this one's like high and aggressive. It's the most powerful I think I've ever heard him sing a song in that vocal style. And he's like all over the place with his vocal acrobatics here. He can sing soft and touching, and he can just scream out and belt, and he can get deep guttural type sounds and everything. It's actually amazing that he sounds this good at this point in his career, because I thought he was losing it. I really did. Back when Skid Row did Subhuman Race, and they were like trying to sound like Pantera or something. I don't know what was going on with that album, but he's singing all like guttural. And I thought he was gonna kill his throat doing that, but yeah, apparently he has not, because that track alone just proved me wrong there. Then Future of Youth is the next song. There's got Orianthe playing guitar on that one, and that one's probably one of the more catchier songs on him, where he's singing more in that pure vocal. I think he was doing that actually on Hold On to the Dream too, quite a bit. Really good song actually, and then from that point on, it just the songs are just like metal. FU actually has a song, or has Steve Stevens on guitar on that one, which was a cool little thing. Quite honestly though, the solos in these, I couldn't tell you one guitar player from the other on this one, which is like strange to say. The vocals are definitely the high point of this album, which I guess is good for Sebastian, because it's his album and he is a vocalist, so I guess that's perfect for him. And then it ends with they're calling it a ballad. I don't know. It sounds just more like a big epic song to me. It starts out a little slow and does build up. I guess I can see why maybe it's being referred to as that, that way. But epic song, big song. I think, it's weird hearing that at the end of the album, but I think that anywhere else somebody has screwed up the flow of the album, because the flow of the album is really good, and it ends with a nice big epic song, and I thought that was a really cool way to end it. I really actually like this album. Didn't really know what to expect, because I'd gotten a couple of his other ones, and they're, spotty, hit and miss. Nothing really horrible, but nothing really stood out really great. This album's got several really cool songs on it. Like I mentioned, Hold On to the Dream, Hard Darkness, Kick Spot, And To Live Again, probably my favorites. That may change after a few more listens. I don't know. This is one, doesn't really even need to grow on me. It just, I really enjoyed this one right from the start. So, as always, I welcome anybody to share anything they may have to share. As always, any stories or opinions. If you've heard this, what do you think of it? What do you think of his older stuff? Whatever. You think there's going to be a Skid Row reunion? Who knows? I don't know. Don't even like to speculate about that. But it's out there being talked about right now, for obvious reasons. And as always, I ask you to like, share, and subscribe to keep this music alive, because if he's going to keep releasing albums like this, can't wait to hear more. And until next time, we'll see you.